So hello everyone, we're back again with another video, and this week we're going to be talking about a brand that I've been testing, trialing, and I'm going to tell you all my thoughts about Drunk Elephant. So Drunk Elephant is one of the most popular brands in skincare right now, and I've tried a lot of their products, I've sold a lot of their products, and I wanted to give them like a solid month of trialing just Drunk Elephant products. And unfortunately it didn't really work out for me. I had a lot of issues and I just stopped doing it after almost less than 2 weeks. So I did know this was going to be a risk when trying Drunk Elephant products because in my opinion they're not the best and I think they're incredibly overpriced. But I'm going to be more focusing on the products and how I feel about them, the textures, the ingredients, and if I think they are worth the money. So I'm going to start with the product that caused me the most problems, and the product that actually ended the whole review for me. This is one of the most popular products and I understand why, but yeah. Anyway, it is the A Passioni, which is a retinol cream from Drunk Elephant. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the product and what Drunk Elephant claims it does. So from their website, it says Retinol Reimagined. A Passioni Retinol Cream is a cutting-edge formula that combines 1% vegan retinol with nourishing superfood-rich ingredients to dramatically diminish the appearance of fine lines, deep wrinkles, and sun damage, revealing a vibrant, younger-looking complexion. Whew. Okay. It's 100% free of essential oils, silicones, fragrance. It's vegan and cruelty-free, which is kind of Drunk Elephant's whole thing. It says, what is it formulated to do? Retinol and supportive peptides restore balance, resilience, and a brighter clarity to skin while helping to even skin tone and texture without the associated redness and irritation. That was my problem. So this product retails at Mecca for $119 for 30 mils of product. So let's do some math. That's nearly $4 a mil, which is very expensive. Like, there's no way around it. So first off, I hate the packaging. It's leaking everywhere right now because I've just taken off the lid and it's going to just kind of explode. It's a pain in the ass. I don't like it. It should have just been in like a pump like the rest of their products. I know for a fact that working at Mecca, this is one of the most returned products that I have seen, at least. And this is one of the most complained about products like that, that's irritated, that has created redness, and that is somewhat expected with a retinol product. But I am not new to retinol. I knew how much people have complained about this, so I didn't try it. I've had this several times given to me while I worked at Mecca. But I've always given that product away because I just don't want to risk it. I have other retinols that I'm happy with, and I use retinols very, very regularly. This one, I decided to give it a go. I used it less often than I would normally use a retinol. Yeah, so I think I used it like two times a week for 2 weeks, and then by maybe the 4th or 5th application of this, my skin was not having it the next day. So I did post it on my Instagram story. And you probably would have seen it in our very first video that we did. So I had a huge amount of redness here, extremely dry, flaky, itchy. That's not ideal. That's not what you want when you use a product that costs $120. So I stopped using it. I stopped using all retinols. I stopped using all AHAs, and I just continued with the Drunk Elephant skincare. And the next day, so my skin didn't really recover from that redness. I actually got worse, which is quite minimal skincare. So around my eyes, completely, everything burned very, very intensely. So I initially went with the eye serum that we're going to talk about later, and it just burnt like hell. And then I went on and found a more emollient eye cream, a Perricone hyperallergenic eye cream, which I actually really like, and that one burnt the hell out of me as well. So I washed them off and I went in with some oatmeal from Dermaveen. That was the only thing I could put on my skin, especially around my eyes and a little bit around my mouth. For a couple of days, I couldn't use anything else. And that's when I just cut all the Drunk Elephant products out because I don't actually enjoy them at all, any of them. Not enough to put in my permanent routine, at least. So I am blaming that retinol for the irritation it caused and the kind of sensitivity it created in my skin. With not that many applications. For reference, my skin is kind of very dehydrated. It does produce some excess oil, but it does go quite far on the scale. It does move around a lot. Typically the last few months though, it's been quite dry and quite dehydrated. So let's just look at the ingredients. It's water, glycerin, stearic acid, which is a fatty acid. There's niacinamide, passion fruit, then retinol, jojoba, apricot. I don't know what that oil is. Let's Google. Marula oil, of course. Then we go into some peptides, plant extracts, broccoli extracts, linoleic acid, ceramide. So we keep going down. There's a lot more ingredients. There's hyaluronic acid, olive oil, pea extract, vitamin E. But yeah, there's a very long list of ingredients, and I'm not necessarily offended by it. I just think it is the retinol that is unstable. Mine does seem to have oxidized a little bit as well since I've stopped using it. It is quite yellow. So this is what I mean. When you take it off, it kind of just overflow. And it's not supposed to be that color. It is not supposed to be that yellow. I do not enjoy this product. I do not recommend it to anyone. I think it's overpriced, and it is. I've seen too many people have too many different reactions to recommend it to anyone, especially at that price point. I'm trying to think of a good thing about it. I do like a lot of the oils and stuff that's in it, but yeah, it just fucked up my skin real bad. I still haven't been able to use like my regular routine of AHAs and retinols. Because it's just fucked. My skin has really had a bad reaction to this product. But anyway, let's move on. So moving on to a more positive one. This is the, what's it called? Bestie number 9 Jelly Cleanser from Drunk Elephant. I have not enjoyed this one in the past. I thought it was too stripping. I didn't like how it left my skin. But over the course of trialing other products, I did grow to enjoy this one a lot more. It's still not my favorite cleanser. And I still think that for $51, it's really starting to push it. So I do not love this enough to want to spend $51 on this. But if you did want to try it, I don't actually have any issues with it. I just don't know if it's worth $51. So it is vegan like all the other products. Drunk Elephant says it's an innovative jelly cleanser that removes all traces of makeup, excess oil, pollution, and any other grime from the day. I don't necessarily agree with that. That would not, this would not remove all traces of my makeup. There's just no way. Maybe like after 3 cleanses perhaps, but I would not use this to remove makeup in any day. With a unique blend of mild surfactants and makeup dissolving emollients, this gentle formula rinses away without an ounce of residue. That is true. It does leave the skin quite easily, leaving skin clean and soft. Free of SLS, fragrance, and essential oils. It's appropriate for all skin types. I would probably disagree. I think this is still a bit too strong for especially dry skin. I still find it quite strong. So for the mild surfactants, they are actually using a lot of coconut derived surfactants, which I do enjoy. It's very common though. There's some aloe in there, linoleic acid, I'm gonna choke. There's cantaloupe, which is just rich in antioxidants. It's not anything special. There's the marula oil, of course, vitamin E, citric acid, and that's about it. That's interesting. It's fine. I like it a lot more, and I'm happy to use it now. Before it was just sitting on my shelf and I didn't ever touch it. Now when my skin is feeling a little bit more greasy, oily, heavy, like I have not got any makeup on, and it is just like SPF, and I'm just running around. I don't mind using this because it is quick, it is effective, and I would not repurchase it. But I do think if you're wanting to spend a little bit more money on a cleanser and you like the sound of this one, give it a go, get a sample, and then decide. But yeah, so while we're on cleansers, let's talk about their other one. This is their Slay Balm Cleanser. Now, this one just keeps coming back into my life. I've been given it so many times, and I used to enjoy it until I discovered other brands, Korean makeup removers are just a better texture. This one's not a bad one, but it's not that bad, but I wouldn't repurchase it. It is $54. It's okay. What I don't like about it is the texture is kind of like coconut oil in the fact that it's very firm, and it's hard to melt it. It kind of gets very congealed, and I don't enjoy that. I much prefer like the Vanilla Co one or a cleansing oil that is going to melt like instantly in my hand. I don't have to keep like massaging it to actually break up that cleansing balm. So that is my only issue with it. It does remove makeup very well. It is very oily. It just, when you massage it in the skin, sometimes you get like little balls of like solid oil, And I just don't enjoy that. So Drunk Elephant says it's an innovating cleansing balm that melts all traces of dirt, makeup, and sunscreen from skin. I don't think it's that innovative. It's a cleansing balm. Gentle enough to be used around the eye area. Quickly transferring from oil to milk upon contact with water. Name me a balm that does not. I don't think that's special either. Skin compatible slay effortlessly removes even water resistant formulations and is free from PEGs and essential oils. The PEGs is a very big concern for some people. So what's in it? There's some oils, there's some fatty acids. So yeah, there's safflower seed oil, there's sunflower seed oil, kiwi extract, strawberry, cranberry, watermelon, a lot of extracts, vitamin E. Ingredients are not bad at all. I just don't like that texture where it doesn't really melt properly. But it does remove makeup quite well. And if you do want to try it, I don't have anything against it. I just think there's better alternatives. I also don't feel like with cleansers you should be spending as much. It seems like the step that you can save some money on because you're literally washing it down the drain. So for me, I'm much more inclined to spend more on a moisturizer or a serum. I think most people are. So when I'm buying a $50 cleanser, I do expect a lot from it because I know that for $10 I can go and get a very simple oil and remove my makeup. And it's going to do the job. So if I'm going to spend a little bit more, I do want something special. But especially with a cleanser, because you're literally washing it down the drain, none of these antioxidants or anything like that are going to be on the skin long enough to do anything. So it's kind of wasteful. It's kind of pointless as well. With a cleanser, you need to be looking at more of the surfactants and the actual cleansing agents to get an idea of what it's actually going to do for the skin. The effects of those oils and those extracts are going to be very, very limited in a cleansing product. I mean, it's just common sense. Okay, so let's move on to probably the biggest selling product at Mecca, at least. Let's talk about Lala Retro. It has a very unique texture. And I'm trying to show you. I have a mini one here because I'm not trying to open that big one. It's brand new. Like this whipped texture, which I actually do enjoy. So it has like a really nice whipped texture. And it feels really nice when you're massaging it in. But my problem is it kind of doesn't melt into the skin enough, and not because my skin's the wrong skin type for it, because I believe they try and market it as quite universal. But I use very thick emollient creams, especially at night. I used this product when I was in China in January when it was snowing and it was very cold, and it's really odd. It wasn't hydrating enough, which is fine, like it was very, very cold weather, but it also broke me out, which is weird. And I've never had a really good look at the ingredients. It feels like there's a bunch of silicone in there, but there is not. And that's really weird for me. Like it kind of just sits on the skin. Even now, with a tiny little bit in my hand, I can feel it. I can feel it on the skin. It feels quite, not greasy, not, I don't know. It's like thick, it's there. It's smooth, but I don't like that. It's $96 at Mecca as well. So it's not cheap by any means. What does Drunk Elephant claim? We'll have a look at that. This multifaceted rescue cream provides replenishing barrier support by reinforcing skin's acid mantle and defending against the effects of everyday stresses. It's a whipped dream come true for tired, dry skin. It's infused with 6 African oils and a plant ceramide complex. Provides replenishing barrier support by reinforcing skin's acid mantle. Hyaluronic acid easily soaks in to release intense hydration. In addition, antioxidant-rich fermented green tea, loaded with amino acids, long-lasting moisture, forming a protective layer that allows the skin to function at optimal level. Those are all great things, but it says here that it's forming a protective layer that allows the skin to function at its optimal level. And I think this is what I am talking about. I think they could be alluding to the ceramides. But ceramides for me have never had this kind of texture. So I'm really not sure what's in it that is doing this. Because to be quite honest, the ingredients in here are not that special. Like I've seen them in much cheaper moisturizers. I've used it quite a lot. I've used an entire one of these maybe 2 times. And like I've had a ton of these little mini things. And I can use it. I just don't enjoy using it. And I feel like it's too thick, but also at the same time doesn't hydrate enough, which is a weird combination. I think it would be good for drier skin to use in the day, kind of as like a primer, but it's a $100 primer. Nothing in it is particularly interesting to me either. That would make me want to try it. Like if I hadn't tried it before, I wouldn't look at the ingredients and go, oh, I've never used a product like this, because there's not that many things in there that's unique. Like it has marula oil. It's got 6 different oils, and to be quite frank, all oils are going to be, like, there's going to be a lot of overlap in what they do and how they feel on the skin. I just do not enjoy the product. And I know I'm talking a lot of shit here, but it's $96. You need to love it. For $96, you should love a product. And a lot of people do, and if you do, that's great. But I think the only thing unique about this is the whipped texture, which I do enjoy. But for $96, I would not be purchasing that. Okay, so we're going to move on to some serums now. So there is B Hydra, which is a hyaluronic acid based serum. Now I haven't got this one with me. I have tried it quite a lot, and I don't mind it. So the B Hydra is $77, so it's a little bit cheaper than most of the other products. And I think potentially I could recommend this to people. They claim B Hydra is a cool drink of water for your thirsty skin. Ultra hydrating serum replenishes the complexion and improves the look of skin texture and tone. Now they're talking about hydration from hyaluronic acid. They're talking about the skin texture and tone with, I think it's papaya. Let me have a look at the ingredients. Pineapple, sorry. So again, there's some coconut derived ingredients. There is a copolymer, there's glycerin, there's some oils, amino acids, pineapple extract, which is going to be like an enzyme exfoliator. Very gentle. And I don't mind this one. I think the hydration aspect of it is minimal. Very, very minimal. There's niacinamide in here as well, which is always a good ingredient. There's 2 forms of hyaluronic acid, which is always nice. Overall, not a bad ingredients list at all. There's nothing in there where I'd be like, ooh, stay away from that. But it's $77 for a hyaluronic acid serum. You can buy a hyaluronic acid serum for $10. The only thing in here that I find interesting is the pineapple. I think that is the most interesting part of this entire formulation. And it does have a very smoothing effect on the skin, probably due to the pineapple actually being enzymatic, and also the copolymer, which is going to smooth the skin as well. So overall, not a bad ingredient, not a bad product. I wouldn't personally buy it for $77. I'd probably buy it if it was $40. And I have tried it quite a few times and I do enjoy it. But the hydration aspect there is not enough for me to want to spend $77. On to the next serum, and this one really pisses me off. This is the TLC serum, which is a glycolic night serum. Let's see what they say. A high-tech AHA/BHA gel that resurfaces dull, congested skin by lifting away dead skin cells, dramatically improving the appearance of skin's tone and texture, fine lines, wrinkles, and pores. High-tech. What's high-tech about AHA/BHA? They're everywhere. So you have glycolic, tartaric, lactic, and citric acids, and then there's obviously salicylic acid. I just don't feel like this product is unique enough. I don't know why. For such a high concentration, it's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be like 10% AHA. It is supposed to be quite high. I don't know. It doesn't actually say here. I thought it used to say about 10 or 12%. Maybe it does on the full-size bottle. Let me have a look at the photo. Yeah, so on the full-size bottle, it does say 12% AHA/BHA blend. Now that is really high, but I don't feel like it does enough. It's really an odd paradox. And I find it with all of Drunk Elephant's products, they don't do, even though they have the ingredients there. For the full size of this, it's $144. Going up to $215 for the extra large size. For 30 mils, it's $144. Let's do some math again. So that's $5 a mil. $5 a mil. For $12, you can go to the Ordinary and get the same fucking thing. That is my biggest problem with this product. It probably does work on skin that is more, it's going to show a lot more of like the AHA effects. My skin uses it so regularly that I don't notice a difference when I use one. It's kind of more of a maintenance product. So probably it would work a lot better on people that have never used AHA. But my problem is it's $144. And then the 50 ml is $215. $215 for a serum that will maybe last a month if you're using it regularly. Maybe 2 months. So that's an insane amount of money. If you want to use it all year round, it lasts you 2 months. You're gonna have to buy 6 bottles of the 30 ml. So potentially you could easily be spending $1,000 a year on one product that is not going to do anything more than a $30 product would do. I understand if you are vegan and cruelty-free and you don't use anything else, that perhaps there is less options. There's a lot of different ingredients and there's nothing bad in the ingredients, but there's nothing that to me warrants the price tag. And I think that's the theme with this whole brand. The effects that I got were not worth $144. And I think that when people read this website and they spend such an exorbitant amount of money on it, they have really high expectations of what the product is going to do. And that product is never going to reach those expectations when I would sell people these products based on what I was told to say. So we set these really, really high expectations. Oh, this product's going to smooth your skin, it's going to fix your pores, it's going to smooth your fine lines and wrinkles. And in reality, it sounds a lot bigger and better than what it's actually going to do. So I would not personally be spending the money on this product at all. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone unless you're hella rich and you have money to waste. I just don't think it's worth it. I think there's much similar products at a much cheaper level. There is a lot of dupes. Like, it's an AHA, BHA blend with some hyaluronic acid and some extracts. It's not that high tech as they call. So they also have Seafoam, a day serum, which is a vitamin C based serum. So Seafoam is also really popular. At least when I was working back, a lot of people wanted to try it. Vitamin C is a really popular ingredient. So let's see what they say. It's a super potent vitamin C day serum packed with a powerful antioxidant complex, essential nutrients, fruit enzymes, all working together to firm and brighten the appearance of skin while improving the signs of photo aging. So it is a 15% L-ascorbic acid plus ferulic acid, which ferulic acid does help to stabilize vitamin C. And there's vitamin E, there's pumpkin ferment, pomegranate extract, grape extract, hyaluronic acid, and a bunch of other extracts and whatnot. This one I do not like. I do not like it at all. It burns my skin. A lot of vitamin C products do that though. There's very few, especially Western brands. I've never tried a Western vitamin C product that hasn't stung and burnt when I apply it, to the point where you want to wash it off. This one I've seen oxidize so quick on the shelf, and we're kind of just told that it's normal. I don't know if it's normal. It does change color very quickly. Again, this one is 128, so it's still very up there for a vitamin C serum. I again feel like you can get the same results from much lower. And then honestly, I think you're better off to go cheaper with skincare and invest it in skin treatments instead. Because for $124, and if you're going to repurchase that throughout the year, you could easily go and get skin resurfacing done, or, you know, whatever your concern is, go get some Botox, go get some fillers, save the money on things that are actually going to work. Because again, vitamin C, you need to be using it for a very long time to target things like discoloration or photo aging. Like, you're going to have to use that for a very long time, very religiously. And for $124, it's going to add up very, very quickly for one step in your routine. So for me, it's a no. So we can talk about the marula oil. So I'm a big fan of facial oils. I love a facial oil. I really enjoy them, even though I am a little bit more on the oily side of the spectrum sometimes. I like an oil all year round at night. Even under makeup, I think it works really, really well. This one is $115. Is that correct? What the hell? Yeah, what the fuck? This is $115 for 30 mils of product. $115. It's 100% virgin marula oil. What does that mean? Shit all. So Drunk Elephant has this thing with their products. Every single product has marula oil in it. It's throughout their whole range. It's high in antioxidants, vitamin E, and fatty acids and stuff like that. It's not a bad product by any means, but it's not as special as they think it is, or as special as they want it to be. It's an oil. It's an oil with antioxidants, like every other oil on the market. I think that it is not worth $115 for 30 ml of product. I'd rather go and get oil from jojoba company, which is probably better for my skin type, granted. But you can get argan oil and all sorts of different oils that are going to do the exact same thing. They're going to smooth the skin. It's going to be an occlusive layer to prevent dehydration and irritation, things coming into your skin, and of course the good things out. It's going to prevent all that because it's a very occlusive oil. It's going to soften the surface of the skin. It's going to be really nice for a lot of different people. My problem is the price point does not make sense for an oil. For an oil to be that expensive, I would expect it to have something like retinol or salicylic acid, something very unique like the Sunday Riley oils, which I actually do enjoy. But for me, I don't actually love this one. I mostly use it on my body, actually. It's probably too heavy for my skin, so I probably shouldn't be judging it based on my skin type. Drier skin types, more mature skin types would probably enjoy it a lot more than I do. So this one I actually do enjoy, and I was going to recommend it until I realized that it's $96. So $96 for 15 mils of product comes to $6.40 per milliliter. That's a lot. I did really enjoy this product. I did see improvement in my fine lines, my wrinkles, the texture under my eyes. I did see a difference. I did not see $100 difference. And you go through it so quick. You only need a little bit. So it does last more than you would probably expect. But if you're using it every single day, if you're using it twice a day, you're not getting more than a month use out of it at all. You might stretch 2 if you're using it only at night or only in the morning. It's a satiny eye serum formulated with powerhouse ingredients to tackle the major signs of aging out under and around the eyes, such as fine lines, wrinkles, and sun damage. And I absolutely agree with that. I did see a difference. I did see it. I like the ingredients. I love peptides. So it has copper peptides. It has a multitude of peptide, actually. Hyaluronic acid, sea buckthorn oil, niacinamide, black tea ferment. It's a good ingredients list. It is a good product. It is not a $100 product. Like, it's just not. I can get these same exact ingredients in products for $30. I think that people are much better off buying a cheaper cream and saving that money throughout the year and then going to a dermatologist or someone that's going to do a skin treatment, Botox, laser treatment. You know, there's a multitude of different things to really target and show dramatic results that you're not going to get with any eye serum, no matter how much you spend. And that's my main issue with a lot of products. You're not going to get the results you want. It doesn't matter how much it is, it's not going to do it. Now, if this product was released 15 years ago, when ingredients were much harder to come by, I'd be more inclined to buy it and to recommend it. But you can buy these ingredients for $15. I can't recommend it. Cannot recommend it. The other eye product they have is the C Tango Multivitamin Eye Cream. They say it's a rich, restorative eye cream featuring a brightening combination of 8 peptides, 5 forms of vitamin C, cucumber extract for firmer, stronger looking skin around the eye area. I do not like this. This is the worst eye cream I have ever tried. It has had the worst effects on my skin that I have ever seen in a skincare product. It dried me out. It made my fine lines worse. It made me itchy and sensitive, and I threw it away after like a week because it was fucked. It did not like this at all. My skin did not respond well to this product. Now, it is a really popular product, and this one is... So, C Tango Eye Cream is $103. That comes to nearly $6.90 per gram. That is insane. Vitamin C around the eye. I think people are going to associate it with discoloration. They're going to think it's be brightening. And of course it will be. But darkness around the eye is usually not discoloration that's, you know, can be targeted with vitamin C. It's blood flow. It's not going to be fixed with a vitamin C serum or an eye cream. So for me, this one had terrible results. Some people do like it. I do not. I do like some of the ingredients. Peptides I love. For that price, absolutely not worth it. And especially since it didn't work for me, I would never buy it again. But yeah, I don't enjoy this product at all. I don't recommend it to anyone. There is much cheaper alternatives, and perhaps we can make a video about my favorite eye creams, because I do have a lot. $103 for 15 grams of product. I'm just not here for it. Their debronzy, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to do with that. Debronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. Okay. This has like a very warm pigment with like a kind of gold reflect. It's a really weird product. Mecca really tried to push us to sell it as a darkening drop for your foundation. It's just such a weird product, and I don't think it's needed. Skincare and makeup is always a weird one for me because I feel like that doesn't really mix unless it's in a primer, maybe a foundation. But in a bronzer or like a blush, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? So they say it's like a sunshine in a bottle without the damaging effects. Omega-rich virgin marula and black currant seed oils along with vitamin F immediately replenish the delicate balance that supports healthy barrier function, while a concentrated mix of protective antioxidants boosts skin's defenses against pollution and environmental stresses, all delivered with a bronzy finish. All your products have marula oil in it. All your products have fatty acids. All of them support healthy barrier function. So why would you need this god-awful bronze shade all over your face? I don't like the shade of it either. It's supposed to be like a universal one, but there's no way in hell I could wear it. Yeah, this is such a weird product for me. And it's $58, so it's definitely like probably the cheapest product they have. I feel like if you want to darken your foundation, there's better products. If you're looking for antioxidants and skin protecting products, this is not what I would recommend. This is not what I would think of. So for me, it's a product that's trying to mix two completely different things for no fucking reason. I think I've tried most of the core range. I haven't tried any of the hair stuff. They've had really not that great of reviews, actually. The lip balm is ridiculous. It's a $29 lip balm. Okay? A moisturizing, volumizing lip balm that helps rejuvenate and nourish super delicate lips. Now, I love a lip balm. Okay, I have a drawer full of lip balms, and I'll probably do a video just dedicated to lip balm. This one is how big? 3.7 grams of lip balm. That is about the size of like a regular kind of like the average size of a lip balm. 3.7 grams, like a chapstick for $29. So coconut oil, marula oil, shea butter. I mean, the marula oil is the most unique out of them, but you're finding shea butter everywhere in like every second lip balm. And coconut oil, I don't particularly like on the lips. I think fine. And then you're going down, there's a lot of beeswax and soybean oil. There's a lot of oils in it, which I do like. If you want to spend $30 on a lip balm, then try it. It's not a bad ingredient list. Okay, they also have the solid soaps. Never tried them. They have a SPF. We don't have that in Australia. They have the baby facial. We don't have that in Australia either. We don't have Protini. That's the other one we don't have. Then there's the cleansing water. Haven't tried that, but it's like, I'm not spending that much on a fucking cleansing water. That's ridiculous. Okay, so the cleansing water. $45 for 100 mils, I think. They say ceramide-rich erase milky micellar water is formulated to thoroughly and gently remove makeup, dirt, pollution, and bacteria from the face and eye area without sensitization, irritation, or stripping skin's acid mantle. A unique combination of moisturizing ceramides, plant oils, vitamin E gives the formula its milkiness. So straight off the bat, I haven't tried this product, haven't, tried it on my hand or anything. Ceramides, oils, and antioxidants, and all of that crap. Not crap, I really enjoy all those ingredients. But in a cleansing product, never going to have the same effect that it would on a leave-on product. If that's what they are claiming is worth the $45. Ingredients list looks fine, but it's a micellar water with some oils and some ceramide. So I don't think the ceramides are going to do shit all for cleansing. It's not going to do shit all for your skin because it's going to be washed off. The oils going to probably help to break up some of that makeup, but you're not going to really get the effects of the antioxidants or the fatty acids or whatever else, the omega acids. I don't know. I wouldn't be buying it. I think just a general Bioderma, even like the Garnier micellar water, is going to have the exact same effect. Or just use a fucking cleansing oil to take your makeup off, and you'll get a much better result than any of those products. Okay, so to wrap up, am I a fan of Drunk Elephant? I think the ingredients list really good. The fact that they formulate without so many different ingredients, I think is also good. I think having an option for people who are vegan or cruelty-free, amazing. But for me, the price point does not warrant the effects of the products. I think they have some unique textures with like the Lala Retro. So let's go through what I'm actually going to continue using and what I'm going to get rid of. The retinol, this is going in the bin. I'm not even going to give that away because I don't want anyone to have the effects that I had. I will continue to use this. I think it's fine. I think if you want to try something from Drunk Elephant, try that. I'll continue to use the marula oil. This I use when I'm really dry, or I like to use it on my elbows, and I like to use it on my cuticles, but I don't think it's worth the money. I wouldn't buy this. I wouldn't pay for this at all. I'll continue to use these samples because they're not bad products. They're not bad products at all. I just don't think the effects warrant the price point of them. So I'll use them. I'll probably continue to use the mini version of the Lala. I'll probably end up giving that away or selling it. And I don't know what I'm doing with this. This one hasn't been opened, so I might end up giving that away or selling it. Overall, I think the prices are just not correct. I don't think there's anything that's special about it other than it not having other ingredients and being vegan and cruelty-free. But my problem is that's not unique anymore. There's a lot of brands that are cruelty-free. There's a lot of brands that are becoming vegan. If you've tried Drunk Elephant and you have had good or bad experiences, put them down below, because this whole review has been very, very negative, and I don't necessarily like that. But I also have a problem with these really expensive brands like Drunk Elephant that they just don't warrant the price for me. I don't understand it. Trying them, I don't understand it. Perhaps if I hadn't tried them, I would probably know the appeal. So overall, when I think about Drunk Elephant, I think about, would I recommend it to someone I care about? And the answer is no. I wouldn't want them wasting their money to have unrealistic expectations of what it's going to do and then not get it. So for me, I'm not going to recommend it to anyone. Unless you're hella rich, then go ahead. But I don't think these products are worth the price. I don't think they have the effects that you probably would expect them to. And that's not any fault of Drunk Elephant. We do have high expectations about skincare products. For me, no. I would not probably buy anything from Drunk Elephant ever again. So yeah, that's my review of Drunk Elephant. Let me know what your experiences with the brand are. Let me know if you've enjoyed them. Let me know if you've had the same reactions as I have. Let me know if you think I'm wrong about the price point being too high. Yeah, let me know if I missed anything as well. because I went over like a majority of the skincare and I have tried the majority of it. But yeah, I haven't enjoyed most of it, unfortunately. You can find us on social media. We'll put it in the description below. And let me know what you think about the video so far. This is my first one by myself, so it's a little bit more nerve-wracking, but yeah. Thanks, guys.